Yeah, so I'm getting there. Starting to piece together a bit of a kit.
So you can go and have a text adventure.
And just by the time I get to where I've got everything and I've got enough money to go, I'll just decide whether I'm going to take that bike or by the time I've got the other bike, a new bike.
Or you'll just having money, you'll be like, oh, trip or bike.
Well, a trip doesn't cost as much as a bike does, so. But yeah, let's see. I was looking at this little ER6, the non-lambs version that they had down in Busso, and they only wanted like 2.5, 3 grand for it. I was like eyeing that off a little bit, but it sold the other day. I went down there and had to drop some parts off, and it was gone. You get that? That'd be a good, perfect little bike for doing the Ks. Do 350 Ks to a tank sort of thing, almost 400. Be pretty comfortable. Big back seat to put all your shit on. Easy to mount panniers. Not slow, but it's not fucking using heaps of petrol sort of thing as well. So
Nothing does heaps of kilometres.
well, the Tenere does pretty
These
almost
days.
as much as the car does, man.
Oh, well, that's
I had Ponga in
similar
the other
then.
day, he like does nationals and he goes to like Romania and does Erzberg and all that bullshit. He's got one and he does all sorts of bullshit trips on it with loaded up and everything, and he reckons he gets 450 kilometers to a tank without a bladder. Just the standard 23 liter Tenere tank.
Right.
So, and there is
I've
a
just
second-hand
found.
Tenere at the moment in the shop, but I'm thinking more about when I get there. I don't want to be putting around like a fucking adventure bike. I want to be hitting some hills and riding fucking fast. Not that sort of Tenere is great for going cross country, but when you get there, I'm on Tenere. Unless there's a Yamaha close to you and they've got a demo bike that I can steal for a weekend. I could easily organise that. We'll see. See when we get closer to the time. Wouldn't even probably half a decent idea to do a bit of a test run like Tex did as well. Do a small run to like just go camping over the weekend somewhere.
Well,
Go down to
yeah.
Augusta or Esperance or something like that.
Or in your backyard.
Well, that doesn't really teach you anything, does it? Because what am I going to do? Ride around the block for fucking 6 hours,
You just be like,
then pull
okay,
over
I
and
can't go
sleep in my
inside.
backyard? Nah. You want to put yourself in the same situation as you're going to be in, where you can't just be easy. And you can figure out how to make it easier. But yeah, that's the plan. We'll see. See how we go.
Well, I was seeing Mr. Enduro. It's not even Mr. Enduro anymore, is it? He's who knows what. Riding his DRZ 400E.
Yeah.
And then I looked at the prices.
You're going to buy one?
And I thought that doesn't sound too bad.
Pretty good for what you get, as long as you don't buy a brand new one.
Yeah, he bought a brand new. I don't know how much he paid, but I do see that one second-hand one.
It's like
nearby.
buying a brand new YZ250 though. You're buying a 2005 model bike in 20 fucking 17 for 2017 model prices, and it's had no
Yeah.
updates since. Do you know what I mean? So buy the fucking second-hand one and pay what you should be paying.
Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't be looking at a new one. I'd be looking at that second-hand one that's available. But so the question is, do I want a dirt bike?
At least with that, it's licensed and you can still ride it around and go off somewhere, but then you've got the option to go off road. It just gives you another angle at being able to go places, and opens up your options on where you can ride to or where you can ride on and all that sort of stuff. You have heaps of bush out there where you can just take a gravel road and then head up the hills. I've already got a dirt bike, so it's a bit different for me. Like I can already just chuck my bike on the trailer and fucking go out in the bush, so it's a little bit less for me. But for someone that hasn't got that option or doesn't have a dirt bike, something like that, if you've already got a road license, it's sort of perfect. It's the jack of all trades sort of thing.
Yeah, I see it as opening up options, but I was thinking of like what an MT-09 and potentially a DRZ or whatever as a second bike. So the question is, do I stretch my budget, essentially, potentially selling the current bike to get the MT-09 now, or do I get a second-hand DRZ 400? And then I've got two bikes now.
Well,
But I
you could
wouldn't
do
have a
that,
good.
and then when it comes time to get the MT-09, you just sell your other bike to get that.
Yeah,
So then you just still got two bikes at all times.
yeah,
It's still
that's what I'm thinking.
yeah, it still opens up your options, and you get the best of both worlds, and you get the bike you wanted in the first place, as well as something else to. Like I said, you're not just getting two of the same as well. So, and like I
Yeah,
said, for
no.
me, it's a bit different. Like I want two ZX6s or a ZX6 and like a adventure bike, not adventure bike, but more of a tourer. It's not the same, you know what I mean? Like I've already got a dirt bike, so it's not. I don't need to go out and buy a fucking DRZ 400 or a WR or
Yeah.
something like that. I've already got my KDM for that. So,
So what's
but
your
if I didn't
KDM
have
that's not road registered?
no, it's not. That's why I said I have to check on the trailer. But it still gives me the option to go out the bush. You know what I'm saying? I can still do that riding if I want to do it. It's just a little bit harder to do it. I can't just jump on the bike and ride out there. But
And so say I did get the DRZ, then would I be wanting to get supermoto wheels? I mean,
up to you.
I've been researching it.
You'd have your road license tires on there, so you'd ride around on that for a little bit and go, well, do I want more grip on the road as well, or do I just want to keep it as it is? I think, well, putting super motard tires is going to limit your options again. You know what I mean? It's only going to give you a little bit better fucking handling and stuff on the street, but then take away your dirt capabilities. So, yeah, that's marginal. That option for me.
But if say I sold the current bike to get supermoto wheels,
No, you
essentially.
just find second-hand ones, man. They're only like fucking $600. You wouldn't sell your bike for that.
Oh, I don't know.
But then you don't even
Right.
want to lube your chain and do your own fucking oil, man. You're gonna have to change wheels and shit.
Yeah, I don't think it's that difficult. The only thing I can imagine be hard is
Changing
putting
your
a
oil and
chain
fucking
on.
doing services, but
How do you put a chain on when you're putting a wheel on?
you just push it to the side. You slide the wheel on, loosen the tensioners all the way off, pull it up, slide it at the top over the sprocket, and spin the wheel backwards.
Yeah, I don't know if so. It will is enough slack to go over it, is there?
Yeah, of course there is.
No,
Once you loosen off your chain tensioners all the way,
no. But I'm just saying that, say a supermoto would eliminate the need for the 150, right? Basically.
The BRZ will be quicker than the fucking 150, man.
Yeah, and it'd be about the same weight, right? So
Yeah. They're a little bit like top heavier, and you just have to get used to the like a motocross sort of seating position where it's very high and your legs straight. You're almost tippy toeing sort of the whole time, but you get used to it. Like I've been used to that the whole time. So going to a road bike is weird for me, if anything, because I've got to put my foot forward and I can't have my feet straight up and touching the ground. But like I say, you get used to it. It'd take you a couple of rides and you'd be like, oh yeah. But I reckon the first time you sit on it, you'd be like, what the fuck? You'd be hell wobbly and shit. And you ride it and you'll be like, oh, it's easy.
because they are tall bikes.
Just the nature of it. The seat height is quite high. So when you're trying to touch the ground, your feet is like your legs straight up and down, not mine when I sit on my fucking Ninja, it's forward almost at the front wheel, fucking, because it has to be curved that much.
Or straight up and down on like a bicycle.
Yeah, it'd be very similar to your road bike, I would think.
Well, anyway, I want to go out with Sweet Man on Saturday. He says what did he said something about
he's got a DRZ, doesn't he?
He's got the 600 DR 650.
Oh yeah, that's right. A bit different. But
it's roughly the same price new.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't go the 650 if it's in your position. The 400 is a better option for you because it's lighter and it's more off-road capable. So that, like I say, you've already got a road bike. You don't need something else that can do road Ks. You want something that can do off-road capabilities.
Yeah.
Even if, like I say, even if it's just stinging down the beach, fucking, or something like that, you fucking enjoy it going down there and fucking being able to just fucking go, oh, what's over there? I'll go and have a look. I used to do it all the time. Even when I was young, I used to have like a YZ80. I used to ride directly across the road to the river, ride all the way down the end of there, cross the highway at the bridge, go across the power station bit, cross that fucking little bit at the cut, and then end up out the cut and just explore through there, which is like a big beach sort of section where the old power station used to be. It's all fucking bushland and hills and sand dunes. And she's just fucking piss about out there all the time.
Sweet Man says he's going to go and explore some trails, not head to the beach, but he says there's going to be sand and rocks or something, and he's like, oh, the 150 will be pretty slow on this stuff or something.
Yeah.
But I might as well, the idea is, to me anyway, to go and check it out, see if I think I need a dirt bike.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
Just obviously got to keep in mind that the representation of you riding your 150 on there is not going to be much of like riding your dirt bike. You know what I mean? Don't go, oh, this is fucking too bumpy and shit, and I don't like it because.
Oh no!
You know what I mean?
Imagine saying that.
Yeah, I've seen other people do that. You're like, well, yeah, of course, because you're on that bike and it's fucking not great. Jump on my bike or something like that, and you'll be like, oh fuck, this is awesome.
My interpretation at the moment was I have quite skinny bicycle tires, not just my road bike, on my casual type bike as well. But I've ridden out in gravel and it's like pretty sketchy, right? And then I used to have a BMX and I rode down the gravel straight after riding the skinny tire, and it's like, it's so stable on the gravel.
Yeah.
Because the wide tire and the knobblies on there. So it would be way different, and of course keep that in mind. It's just the motivation to go bush or go explore on the dirt.
You almost need to like I say, you need to jump on a dirt bike. Go out with Mr. Enduro one day if he's got a couple of bikes. Let him ride his fucking heavy bike. Oh, he's only got one now. You need to get someone with another fucking, like, he's got 2 dirt bikes where you can jump on one for the day and just have a go.
Mm.
'Cause then you'd be like, fucking,
But not
you'll
a
either like it
600.
or not like it, and then it'll be, it'll be the same. You'd be like, oh, this is either good or not. Or, But I can't see it
Yeah,
not.
I reckon Mr. and Jill would let me
Same
take
thing
it
as on
out,
the road bike.
but I wouldn't know where to go from there. I wouldn't, from his place, I wouldn't be going anywhere from there.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. You need someone to like lead
Come
you
with,
down.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so show you what they usually do when they go out and stuff like that, and you'll go fuck. Because if you just go out by yourself, you might just go down one track and go, "Oh, this is very good," but they take you to some fucking spot that you've never seen before, and it's fucking
It was
sick to
like,
ride
you go over this
on.
jump, you know. Or whatever.
Yeah, so, you just gotta have a go. Only live once, might as well have a shot.
Yeah. And the insurance on the 400 is pretty. It's just about $300. Same.
What, for a year?
Yep.
That's pretty good. I could even see myself paying that. Maybe not on a DRZ, because who cares about a DRZ? But fucking, if it was $300 for a road bike for the year, that's
Well, mine's 280 at the moment.
yeah, it's a 150 though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the lowest that goes. So when you get around to 300, the price isn't going down. That's minimum basically.
Yeah.
You get a scooter. I'm telling you, you can get a scooter and pay 300 as well.
Yeah.
All 300 is minimum.
Maybe it was one of those scooters with the YZ125 motor in it or something. Yeah.
So what insurance company do you use? Insure My Ride?
Do I use? I've never used any insurance company ever.
All right. Well, Insure My Ride's disappearing in a minute.
Yeah.
You can't make any new policies with them from 28th of February or something. And then Shannon's will take over the next year. Everyone will get offers from Shannon's or something.
Apparently, Shannon's are pretty reasonable for a motorbike. Anyway, I've had a couple of people come into the shop and say fucking Shannon's are really good. And I was like, I thought they were always quite expensive. I know with cars they were expensive, but I don't know about bikes. I would assume that was the same. And they were all saying that it's really reasonable and they fucking cover really, really well. But yeah, really interesting.
So I got a micro HD adapter, HDMI adapter, to plug into the GoPro 3 and then plug into the monitor
Why for?
to adjust the clarity, the lens, to
So you
adjust
can
the
do the
lens.
focus. Yeah.
But it doesn't work for me on the 3 or this monitor. It might even be this monitor. I plug it in and it just flickers the screen on off. So I can't use it for what I wanted to do. So what I did, hey,
Do you own a TV?
no, I just got this poo monitor. That's LED computer monitor. That's a HDMI. It seems to flicker on and off. I did try it with the Hero 5. It came up clear and it was, a solid image.
Oh, okay, so it works on some but not others.
Yeah, I think it might be. I mean, I could try updating the firmware or something on the 3, but I can't bother. I don't think I need to play with it anymore. I think it's set right because I went and did a recording and turned the lens while recording, and then compared. And I think it's where it needs to be.
Oh yeah.
So I don't need to play with that anymore anyway. The question is, would I even use that camera now that I'm shooting at 2.7? So that's a bit questionable. I've also figured out that because I've got the battery eliminator for the 3 that goes into the back of it. I figured out I can run it off a power bank, where previously I thought it wasn't working. It does. So I can run it off a single 1 amp power bank. Whether that's helpful or not, I don't know. I sort of intended to use it.
Extend it a little bit, but not much.
Yeah, and it just keeps the weight down of it, I guess. And if you're securing it to weird places on a bike, it's got a cable attached so it won't fly away.
Yeah.
So that's sort of a benefit. And that eliminates the need to use a USB port on the bike. Because my bike's a 115, wouldn't have enough power.
I'm sure you'll be fine.
Your dog's not fine.
No, he's whinging because he wants a pat. Oh, shush. You noisy you are.
But yeah, I'm going to go to bed in 40 minutes.
Wow.
Yep. Going to go to bed on time for once.
Sounds terrible.
Then I'm going to get up and go for a bicycle ride before work. Been skipping those bicycle rides.
I was going to go to the drags today, but I chose not to in the end. I'll probably go next week, so we'll be known Wednesday. Hang out next week.
Right.
A couple of the guys from work went up today. At about 4 o'clock, they left work and just went up.
So they didn't go the other week, or they did the other week?
Yeah, they did the other week. They went this week as well, and they're going to go next week as well. Me and Troy are going to go next week. So
Well, how many dollars it cost? Must be heaps of dollars.
$60 all night.
It's about as cheap as go-karting, though.
Yeah. It's at least you can use your own stuff.
Yeah, as well. I'm wasting more money in petrol.
What's the point of owning a bike if you don't want to ride it? You're too worried about using petrol.
Yeah. Is Suburban Man?
Yo.
We're talking about DRZs. What do you reckon about the carburetor? Is that good or bad?
It's the same as most other bikes before 2001, man. So it's not like it's the worst thing in the world, and it's only a single carb, so it's nice and easy to fucking. They don't need syncing or any of that bullshit. Barely nothing ever happens to them.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that you would have a problem with. I mean, you might go a bit too quick on it.
Like I say, every single dirt bike I've ever had's had a carby, so I've never had an issue, bar having to clean one or two of them out every now and again. But it's fairly simple. You pull the bowl off, you fucking clean it out with some petrol, spray compressed air in there, and fucking away you
I'm
go.
tired.
Suburban?
Fuck all. I haven't had dinner, and I'm like, oh, it's like 10 o'clock. Probably just won't have dinner.
Mm,
Dodge can't afford dinner. He's got to buy DRZs.
Yeah.
how about supermoto wheels?
End up spending like $1,800 very quickly. Yeah, I can't even remember how much my mates were. I think he paid like $1,400 or something, and then he had to get tires.
That's for new ones, though.
Yeah, they're brand new, and it's Dodge we're talking about. He wouldn't buy secondhand.
He actually said he's going to buy a second-hand DRZ.
Oh, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to waste 10 grand on a bike that you can buy for 3.
Exactly.
3? No. Not 3.
The best thing about the DRZ is you haven't changed. So if you buy an old one, it's the same as the new one. Like,
Well, except it's falling apart.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying before. Fucking, you're paying 2017 prices for a fucking 2004 model bike.
Yeah.
You see the link there? So it claims to be fairly new.
Yeah, that's fine. It's 2015.
What do you think of the handlebar picture?
What do you mean? There's a bit of corrosion there. You put new bars on it. It's an easy fix.
They look a slizzle bit bent, but it's hard to say from it. Could be the photo, like the lens on the camera, distorting it. But yeah, you would quite easily just throw a set of rentals or pro tapers or your choice of fucking bar on it and be done with it. It's already got bark busters, which is good. Looks like behind the plastic's pretty fucking clean. See that sticker on the back there? They get fucking, when you off-road them all the time and dirty them up and then clean them, those stickers get held dirty and fucking you can't
Yeah, it looks pretty clean.
stains it almost. So I don't think that one's done too much work.
Mm. It is yellow though.
Oh, I don't mind yellow, but
Yeah, wouldn't bother me.
wouldn't go good in my logo though. I could always put 4 things on my logo. Eh?
You'll have to print new stickers.
No.
Yeah, you'll end up spending like, yeah, even like secondhand rims. You'll probably still spend like over $1,000 on a decent set. It depends if you want to go like spoked wheels or like cast
Oh,
wheels.
it's probably spoked wheels.
Yeah.
Cast wheels look so retarded.
Yeah, unless you got like fucking epic, like $2,000 cast rims. Then...
That's still got that standard fucking fender eliminator, fender fucking thing on it as well.
Yeah, man, I could leave it there forever.
No.
perfect for me. I love fenders.
How many Ks has it done? Not many.
The only thing with the fender is you can reduce a lot of weight with at least the fender on that bike anyway.
Be right back.
So the first thing you do when you buy that, if you buy that bike, right, is you drop her on the ground. So what you should do first thing?
No.
No. So it's not that trashable then.
First thing you need to do on it is buy case savers. Put them on,
Yeah.
maybe spindle, something like that.
Yeah, like Sweet Man has. So the exhaust pretty rusty. Should you get a bigger bash plate? Or is that normal?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea if you're gonna take it off road a bit.
So it doesn't really have one. It seems to be
Rusty, it's
small.
fucking mild steel. It's a stock one. It's not a stainless fucking FMF or anything. Wouldn't hurt you if you could find one that's got all this stuff already done to it, because it's bash plates are like $300. Exhaust is like $1,000.
Doesn't it already have one?
It does have the stock one, but it's not got a proper fucking like a force one or something like that, which is what you want.
So it comes
Actually,
with
like
one.
a skid plate, so they fucking like you can pretty much stand the bike on this plate and it won't fucking do any damage. Whereas those things they still bash in pretty easy.
So what are the plastic covers on the thing for, on the forks?
A motocross bike generally has upside down forks, and
Yeah.
then they have off that little bit on the wheel. They have a plastic cover that covers the chrome plating on the fork itself. But because that's
Yep.
not an upside down fork, they run those. They're called fork gators, and all it is basically a plastic cover. So if a rock hits it, it doesn't chip the chrome plating on your suspension and make it leak.
Alright. So say you did too many wheelies. How do you know if your forks are leaking?
Because the oil will leak out past that.
You'll have fork oil on your discs.
Well, I'm just saying because the plastic's in the way, you can't really see. Is that right?
Well, you just have a quick look.
It'll just leak under
you
the
wouldn't-
bottom.
You wouldn't be doing too many wheelies anyway.
Why
I
not?
don't know why it's a problem.
You don't think that bike does wheelies?
Oh no, I know the bike does wheelies, but I don't think you would be doing too many wheelies.
Okay. But yeah, in regards to supermoing that bike, supermotoing it, it seems like the SM version has upside down forks, obviously, which is like less unsprung weight.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't make any sense to buy the SM and then put dirt tyres on, would it? You'd only do it one way, you don't do it the other way.
Well, I suppose you could, but I don't know if the SM's got any other bits and pieces more road suited. That's probably not so suited for off road. I don't know. You'd have to look it up. Sure, there's a million people out there that have got DRZ 400s that can tell you.
And I've seen pictures where
Unsprung weight's not the only benefit from upside down forks. Is it actually makes the whole bike stiffer, because where it's actually gripping the frame, it's a thicker part of metal. So it's another misunderstood part of suspension there is you don't only gain unsprung weight, you gain stiffness throughout the bike and the chassis because the sanctions where you're actually clamping to is a thicker part, so they don't flex as much.
And so putting smaller rims on, the bike stands up a lot more on the kickstand.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there isn't
So
really
you-
any other options in dirt bike and supermotoing a bike.
Well, you could pretty much
Reliability,
do any enduro bike that's licensable, can't you? But you just
but reliability and
trade-offs.
servicing.
That's why I say
No.
trade-off.
Nothing is that good. Your next options would be like a WR or a CRF.
Yeah, but the 250 versions, right?
No, you get the 450s.
The 450 becomes many servicing happening.
Yeah, the 250 would as well. Like,
For sure.
you're just not putting as much oil in. Like, you're putting like 500 mils in instead of 600 mils.
I think the 250s are 1 litre or something like that. And 450s are only like 1.2 or 1.3 or something, not much more. But yeah, then you lose a lot of, like, pretty sure the DRZs do like 200 Ks to a tank, 250 or something like that. WRs do 100. You'd have to buy one of those fuel bladders like me.
Yeah,
Or, like,
DRZ's
get a tail
150
tank,
200.
get a tail grate, like one of those tail bloody things, and like bolt one of those lockable. No, not the sub tank, but it's a that stupid plate thing that you can like bolt stuff to, and you just have like one of those square petrol tank like things that you can adapt. The ones that they put on the side of like hard panniers and stuff.
Yeah. Get a fuel bladder, throw it in the backpack, be done with it.
And just don't forget that it's not your camel pack. Like get a root shock. Oh my God, it's Thursday. Tomorrow.
On my beer, on the little label on the top, there's a picture of a pregnant woman drinking with a circle and a cross through it. That's pretty funny. Never realised that before. Yeah, I wouldn't really worry too much about supermoto wheels at this point, Dodge. Just get the bike and ride it as in there and then decide after that.
It's pretty obvious to get supermoto wheels though, right? What would you do if you had a 150 and a 400? That was a dirt
Bit
bike.
dual sport.
But we're back to the same thing as I was telling you about before, Dodge. Like then you've just got two of the same bike, and your other one that you bought to give you more options. You just narrowed all your options off.
Or you got
What's the
two
point?
options with the one bike.
Then you have to dick around swapping wheels. And what do you get out of having super motard wheels? It's a little bit better on the street. Who gives a fuck, really? You bought a dirt bike. Ride on the dirt. Use the road tires to get you out to the dirt and ride it. When you want to ride road, you've got a fucking 150 or an MT-09, depending on which way at the point of time you're at.
Right. Okay. Anyway, gotta go and see what if I think I need one.
The sweet man going to give you a shot on his bike.
I don't know, probably not. Probably can't touch the ground on any bike. It's so funny how the reviews and things say like it's a heavy.
Compared to a dirt bike, if you come off a motocross bike or something like that and you jump
Yeah,
on,
they're like
this feels heavy. But if you're
they're
coming
like
off,
what 100 kilos.
off a road bike, yeah, my dirt bike's like 104 kilos or something like that. It's not very heavy.
Yeah. And then 138 is like a kilo less than mine. So then if you have dirt tires, you're limiting being able to ride on the road, is that right? Or you just do it and wear them out?
Yeah.
Well, if you're going to do stupid amounts of Ks, you wouldn't do it. But the point is, having a licensed dirt bike is being able to ride it on the road to get out to the dirt
Yeah.
instead of having to chuck it on the back of a ute or something like that and piss off in that way. But if you chuck like AC10s on something like that, you'll still get a couple of thousand Ks. And like I say, you don't ride it like on the road like you ride a road bike, so you would get more Ks. It lasts pretty well in the dirt.
Shut up, dog. Fucking.
Have you had a look on Gumtree?
Nope.
Just looking at bike sales.
Yep. What?
Be right back.
I generally find better deals on Gumtree. Bike sales is always overpriced. Don't know why.
Yeah. Dealers.
It's not always deals, though. It's just the average price seems to be higher on fucking bike sales. So have a chat to Demoto Vlogger. He's got a DRZ 400. He should be able to tell you all about it, what the pros and cons are.
Yeah, I saw some of his videos today.
Yeah. Suburban's going to get hell jealous and going to end up having to buy one too.
Unlikely.
No, I wouldn't do that. I mean, get jealous.
Just buy a motocross bike, Dodge, and start racing motocross, supercross even.
You've got a van, so it's not like it matters.
Yeah, I can't bother
Yeah.
doing that much servicing.
But you don't ride a motocross bike like you ride it on the road, so it's not like you do fucking 200 k's in a day. You do a lot less. You're comparing it to what you know of being riding on the road, and it's not the same. Dirt bikes are generally cheap. Well, it depends what you get, I suppose. My KTM takes, 750 mil of oil, and that's it. Chuck a new spark plug at it if you really want to. Wouldn't bother. Clean the air filter. Don't have to replace it. So what did it really cost you? $20.
And your time.
And your time, 10 minutes? The fucking bolt on the bottom, and there's no shit to take off, no fairings, no nothing. So you literally undo the bolt, drop the fucking oil, open the plug, pour more oil in, put, done.
Yeah. And you would buy like oil filters.
Well,
I
my
don't-
bike's a two-stroke, so it doesn't have an oil filter.
Oh.
And that's what I mean. It only takes 750 mil of oil, and all you do is clean the fucking air filter, wash the thing, and change the oil. And you wouldn't even do that every ride, so I don't know what you're whinging about.
Holy fuck. Someone just posted a halal snack pack. And you know those like polystyrene containers? Like the square ones that are like, I don't know, 20, 25 centimeters square. It's literally like 50 centimeters by 20 centimeters. This snack pack is fucking huge.
What do you reckon, Nev? Should he buy a DRZ 400?
No, he wants me to get an MT09, man.
Yeah, well, you can have both. We've discussed it.
I don't have money for both at the moment.
You don't have to buy them both at the fucking same time, do you?
Well, it'll be like a year apart, even.
Oh, well. What's the big deal?
Just saying.
Thanks, Nev.
I'm only here for another 10 minutes.
You're a shit cunt.
I'm watching this fire video. Apparently there's a fire. Edinburgh, Nev.
Still going to buy an MT09. It's just you'll have a DRZ 400 at the same time. So he'd be able to go off-road and on the road. It's all been planned out for his future. There's a spreadsheet for it and everything.
Well, I was planning to have two bikes. I was just planning to get the bigger one first. Originally.
Where is the fire?
Oh, I'm just seeing a video. Edinburgh Park.
Well, New South Wales is on fire.
Oh, yep. Yep.
And for once, Victoria isn't.
And apparently the South Road tram overpass? It's falling apart, Nev?
Apparently, yeah, they'll blame the government for that because they built it. The Premier of South Australia was up there mixing the cement. The stupid fucking Liberals there, they wouldn't know how to stick their finger up their arse.
Does this link work?
No.
Does that link work?
Not for me.
No?
Oh,
I don't want to get a browser hijacked.
or what? Oh. You said Bowser then. I was like, who's going to fucking...
I don't
Hijack-
want Facebook. I don't want Facebook hijacking my browser.
Okay. Well, that's a video of the fire or whatever. If it loads.
I'll have a gander, see if it works or not. There's a big fire at Edinburgh though, and last night I went outside and I thought, gee, it's a bit darker than normal at this time of night. I had a look.
That's the video.
And I thought, well, there must be a lot of cloud coming over. It wasn't bloody cloud, it was smoke.
Yeah, that's what the video I'm linking. Yeah, it said yesterday.
And I actually thought it was the pub up here. It caught alight again
Oh.
because it's burnt down once before. A Jewish stock take.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, Jesus.
Gee whiz.
Yes, my son.
I had a customer come in the other day, Suburban, and he'd just finished fucking doing all these MTO7. He'd ECU West did the computer, and he'd de-restricted it everywhere else, like all the fucking airbox and the body and all that sort of shit. He come around to give us a shot. Wasn't too bad, eh?
It's not bad. Bit more punchy.
Definitely. He had the same exhaust on the Old Man Triple had, the SC Project Conic.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking hell raspy when you let it off.
Did it have green bits over it?
On the exhaust?
No, on the bike, like green stickers and shit.
No.
Let me see if I can.
I see Big Mouth Kyrios has already been
Is it
dumped out in Australia.
one from Bunbury in your forum or something?
Probably, man.
These names, I'll put it in the side chat. You got to tell if it's on Facebook.
Did it have green rim tape on the back?
Can't remember.
Nev, try that
Right,
link
so-
there, Nev. You like Suzuki's, Nev?
Yeah, but I don't want a bomb ready to go off.
I don't get that reference. Is that like it's too powerful, or is that Suzuki's aren't very reliable?
Suzuki's. Well, the DLZ is probably the most reliable.
I know that's why I don't get it. But
Everything else
Suzuki's rule.
is.
hey,
No, I'm only joking. Two strokes for a bomb waiting to go off. Whose dog's that?
Mine.
it's not a two-stroke; it's a four-stroke. And no, they're not. I've only owned two strokes, and I've never had a problem with them. People who do heaps of mods and then don't tune the carby and then wonder why things explode.
No, I was using it on the road full face. That's why. Back in the day, I never used it as a what it was built to, well, be used for. I just used it as a commuter. Only because I was talked into it by the Yamaha dealer at Rembrandt.
Have you guys seen all the photoshops of people photoshopping AU Falcon front ends onto cars?
No.
Oh my god, man!
Why is
It's-
that a thing?
Because the AU Falcon has the sexiest front end ever.
Are you fucking serious?
Does it? Show me the pictures
Hang on.
before I go to sleep.
Well, you probably have nightmares. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you probably will. Can I open this in full screen? Into full
It's a hard
screen.
pick. Sexiest front end ever. Either like a hardcore R34 GTR slammed, or have you ever seen a
Like
HR30
that.
Uras kit?
Yeah, the mate had one on his.
It's terrible.
Um,
Is that a Photoshop though? That looks like a really good Photoshop.
yeah, it is. Look at the guy's arm.
Of course, it's Photoshop.
Yeah. Okay.
Honestly, there is like.
No one would do that.
Someone should do that. That doesn't actually. That looks pretty funny.
Yeah.
Why would you waste your time for something funny? But of just editing in the picture.
Different. That's what people do.
I think if you just went on to like Facebook and just searched AU Falcon, whole shitload of photos.
Good.
You know.
Photos.
Rob,
So how come you didn't join in the dance moves? Nev,
the what move?
the dance moves on the ride.
Well, because I'm not that good.
He didn't need a stretch. He was comfy.
Exactly. With my tall screen and my sergeant seat, I don't need the stretch.
Is that just a replacement seat, or have you got like a gel seat cover thing
No,
for
it's
replacement?
sergeant, SARGENT seat. Full face. Google it.
Yeah, I've seen them. They do both though. I didn't know if you had the seat or the pad.
No,
Here you
no.
go, Dodgy.
I got the seat.
Here you go, Dodgy. Here's one for you, mate. Look at that. Fucking look at that, mate. It's fucking
Oh.
sick.
That's like baller. What's wrong with that?
Is that like really in?
Almost looks like a Supra.
All they've done is
There's a
edited
Supra one. There's a Supra one. There is actually one that they've put the AU front end on a Supra. I was
I
like,
just need like a different color front bar and like all faded paint on the bonnet. Where the clear coat's just all fucked, you know what I mean?
yeah, there's so many of them. Like, people are just photoshopping that front end. Like, they did a 180. They did Eleanor.
I think.
A Ferrari F40, a 458. Yeah, they're just putting them on everything.
I guarantee you someone actually does it too. So I'll take it
Yeah.
one step too far. Be like, yeah, all right, we're doing it.
Just make it proper.
Because one of the guys was like, "Oh, here's a Photoshop for what we do with all the bloody
Bye bye.
AU Falcons without front ends," and they photoshopped an FD front end on it.
Onto the AU.
But it was an AU like dual cab with like, it looked like a crewman.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Yeah, like, I
Like,
said,
it's
if you had
apparently like, it's like a really big thing, man. Look,
something like that, it would be quite easy just to chuck it on top of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like it's in like live for speed or something.
It's initial D.
Whatever it's called. Yeah, I know it's initial D, but it looks like it's on that game.
Oh my god, the dog needs to shut the fuck up.
Dodge should
Yeah,
put an
they just-
AU front end on his van. Or put one on your MT-07.
Yeah, no. Just one headlight.
The whole thing. Minus the bonnet, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like, it's all over the internet. Like, AU Falcon Photoshop meme. You know how you said a share the page. Here you go. Look at that.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Ferrari F40. Fucking like the XRC, XR8 front end on it.
That looks
It doesn't
hilarious.
look bad.
Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all.
Stasia.
Yeah.
It's hilarious, man. Like, oh. Yeah. Putting the ugliest front end on any car.
It makes me want to AU Falcon now.
Yeah, I know. There was a guy who got like a stock one that had like,
Ages, like he only just sold
bloody-
it like at the start of this or last year or something like that, and it was fucking terrible. Like.
Yeah.
Always broke down. Always had issues. Something always going wrong. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
So plasticky inside. It looked like a spaceship or something. It's like, what the fuck is this thing?
no, they I reckon what's pretty funny, a guy bought one, like it had fucking a million miles on it, got like a giant big truck turbo and bolted it on and blew like, 10 pound into it. And it made 450 kilowatts and then literally blew up on the dyno. Like it exploded.
Yeah. Rods through block spec.
Yeah, rods through everywhere. Like getting
One
a
time-
bag of confetti and throwing it into a fucking pedestal fan.
I used to work at a tuning shop called G Speed in Bunbury years and years and years ago. And fucking one time we had this little fucking, I think it was an RX3 or something, on the dyno, and it fucking exploded the flywheel on the dyno then. And the flywheel come off, went through the bell housing, through the car, and up the wall.
Hmm.
It's the scariest fucking shit ever.
There's a Facebook page called AU Falcons Doing Incredible Things. Wow.
Almost as bad as a fucking Commodore.
So that's what Dodge needs to do. Fuck his van, man. Look at that. The link. Doesn't need a van. Needs an AU Falcon. Look at all the deliveries he could do.
Holy shit. It's not even on its ass yet.
No.
You get a roof rack and keep piling up.
Be right back. I gotta sort the dog out.
Neb's just bad. No worries. How old are you, Falcons? Never did I ever think. I thought they were almost extinct. You almost never see them these days. Terrible things. Yeah. Grab my phone. Damn it. Yeah.
All right, back.
Yeah. Much going on tonight when everyone's got to.
Mm.
Been busy at work.
Flat out, man. I couldn't believe how busy. And everyone wants stuff for Australia Day and that sort of stuff. Or Chinese New Year celebrations and all that sort of shit. And because we get the printing done over in China, they're closing on they're closing, so it's not like we actually be able to do anything. We can't meet the deadlines.
Oh yeah.
So it's a bit shit, but whatever.
Fun and games.
Yeah.
It's just starting to pick up now. It's fucking after the Christmas lull. We're all quiet for a couple of weeks there, but everyone's spent
Yeah.
all the money and done all the shit. But
So it's just getting
Work-
insane. That said, I got bills coming up my ears, so I'm not gonna be doing fucking shit for a while.
Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? I've just got a whole bunch of them too. I've got 4 or 5 stacked up at the moment. Yeah.
I've got rent due next week, electricity bill. It's $500. It's fuck off.
Yeah, I hate that. I got my rates, paid them, and then I got a couple a water bill, electricity bill, the rego for the bike, and my license, and something else all at the same time. It's like, yeah, cheers.
Yeah, I won't have any big bills for a while, but yeah, like just the normal ones. But I can't believe it. I'm just going to start paying like a little bit of money onto the electricity. So that's really like the biggest one apart from rent. So just pay like, I don't know, like $80 a week or something, or $80 a fortnight onto it. And that way when I get the bill, it'll be like $2. Because yeah, they sent me a letter going, we've noticed your last few bills haven't been paid on time. We're not going to send you a reminder notice anymore. We're just going to send it straight to like collections. Well, that's a bit fucking rude, don't you think?
Yeah, that is a bit fucking rude, eh?
I was like, I'm choosing not to pay it on time and I'm paying more. How can you complain?
Yeah.
And it's not like I haven't not paid a bill. Like they've all been paid, they've just been late.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
So every pay I'll just fucking set it up to automatically pay like $80 before, like the day after I get paid. And I got my pay increase. It was nice. Like an extra nearly $200 before tax. A fortnight, so that
Every
helps.
bit counts, though.
I just need to get my credit card paid off. Just not buy anything for a while. I need to get new tires. So I don't know what the going rate for tires are at the moment, but
Probably like $400, $450 or something for two. Fitted.
yeah.
Half decent ones.
Yeah, there's, and then I need to get a service. That's going to cost me fucking dollars.
Major.
Yep. I was thinking about doing the shin, like the valves and shit myself, but
Yeah. It's pretty, like,
Mets-
just watch a couple of videos on it. It's not that hard once you're fucking in there, eh?
yeah. Metzler M5 Interact tires. I think it's a set for 180, 369.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. I haven't tried the Metzlers. I've only ever, well, when I've actually put tires on anything, I've always ever put Pirellis or Toyos on, but I rode some Bridgestones the other day, and I thought they were pretty good, but they weren't new. So hard to sort of tell
Yeah.
without like
Well, I
checking
can
them
get
on like that, but yeah.
I can get some like Q3s relatively cheap, and they seem to last a fair while. I was thinking about getting those Q3s.
Right.
They're $299. Oh, hang on. The front is $209, and then the rear is
I reckon I got about 2,500 Ks.
So 280. So 209 plus, yeah, it's like $400. I'll probably just get some off like the specials pile, like not the cheap ones, but I think MCA's has got like Rosso 2 is really cheap, and they've also got some Metzlers pretty cheap as well. So I might just go there and be like, fit 'em. Still got a little bit left in the ones I got at the moment, but I think it's got a slow leak because I put like 38 pound in the rear and it's sort of sitting. It's not flat, but it's just soft. So I reckon it's got a slow leak somewhere.
Yeah. I hate it when the feeling they give when they start to square off in the rear as well. They just don't want to fucking turn. This feels like shit.
Yeah, it feels like you're hitting a bump.
Yeah.
Like you lean over and it's like it wallows.
Lean,
It's like,
doesn't want to lean, doesn't want to lean, doesn't want to lean, then all of a sudden it leans fucking way too quickly. You're like, what the fuck? This feels fucking off.
yeah.
I'll get a new battery soon as well. I think mine's fucking on its way out. Looks like a standard battery too, which is fucking surprising because it's 2008 model, so it's a good run. I tested it today, still had 150 cranking amps, but a couple of times I pushed the button and it sort of goes, makes a weird noise for a second and then fucking turns over and I'm like, what the fuck?
You've got like sport touring time, I guess.
Yeah, maybe try like a dual compound or something like that.
Yeah.
Well,
One of my mates has a set of Shinkos, and he said they're absolutely incredible. Like for what they are, actually really, really good, and they're cheap.
yeah.
Like a front is $159, and a rear is $245,
Yeah,
and it's a dual compound.
there's a couple of them out there, like for mini bikes and stuff like that, like 80s, 65s and stuff like that. We sell this tire called a Viper. And they're cheap as, they're about $65. But they fucking actually work really well and they last pretty well as well. They're like a medium hard. And yeah, I've like had a couple of
these are
guys
full belted.
come back fucking
These are-
half a year later and they're like, oh yeah, it's fucking lasted. Have you got another one? I'm like, oh yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I was thinking like for what's that like 280? Well, yeah, 245 plus a front, which is like 160. So it's not the worst thing in the world.
Treat it as another bill that has to be paid and just fucking do it.
Yeah, well, and then I'll need to put like I'll probably just put like $150 aside for the next 2 pays and then do it. Meagering for a couple of weeks.
That's it.
Be right back.
Motorbikes. I don't mind those. Not quite. Right. Mm. Oh. Suburban. Fuck no. What have we got today? $0. What the fuck? $7 Making an offer. Wow. Mm-hmm. Father. Crystal. Fuck 'em. Jesus. Oof. What's a belly pan? Is it half a fairing or is that a belly pan? It's half a fairing. Yeah, nah. Jesus. It's clean as fuck. You want? Look, we haven't had them for years. Let's go with that. Wonder what year that's from. What's the fucking Reggio sticker on there for? $89,500. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, you're looking up shit bikes again. Fuck.
Fuck off, can't.
See, that's not the one that I like. I like the older 636s more than the new ones, but that's not the one I like.
Well, there's only two. What do you like? The 03. There's the 03 to 05, and that's the 05 to 06.
Hang on.
And I prefer that one. I don't like that color. But in saying that, last time I actually seen that bike in person before, and it looks really, really good.
I don't even know what
Has
I
all
like.
the don't have the money. If I had the cash-ish, be into it.
Hang on. 2010?
Oh, that's
That's
the new
not
one then.
No, not the new one. The one that comes in yellow.
That's the 636 has been restyled. I think it was 11 they came out, and I'm pretty sure the 2010 was still a 600, not a 636.
And they call it a 636.
Where the fuck? I had a tab ready for this.
Not
Ready
the
for
new
this?
style one. I don't like the new style.
Yeah, no. The restyle was like 2011 and until current. Oh, actually, what? There's probably one up here.
This one. Just dealing with my slow assets here. This one. What year is that one?
Yeah,
No,
that's
not
an
that one. Is that an 05?
Yeah, same as the one I was just showing you.
Oh, really? It
Different
looks completely different.
How? Let's stay there. Stay there. I'll go back.
I don't know, it might be the crystal headlights or something on this one. I don't know.
It's literally identical, man. Different color.
Mm.
That one's got a seat cowl on it and no fucking tail rack.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It might be the crystal lenses and stuff that sort of make it look a little bit different.
Is that a kid? Looks like a kid.
Probably.
Need monies.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Oh well, I might have to go offline on this one. Not many people joining in. It's pretty quiet night.
There's no one there.
In the side chat. And if anyone's in there that wants to come in, they can. If not, we'll see you on Saturday, people.